Rita, is the recording started? Didn't look like anybody had to move forward.
It says it's recording.
Okay, we'll go ahead and start from there. All right, everybody.
It's possible she recorded to her computer instead of to the cloud. It might happen that you don't have to approve it then.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, if it's to your computer, Rita, we'll find it and we'll get it. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, welcome to class today. We're going to start with just a small warm up of some of our joints and some of our movements so that we'll be ready for class. Because our format today is going to be that we're going to go straight to our moves so that we practice last week's move and the new move, and we'll be able to really get our practice in. Then we'll go back and put the whole form together that you've been learning. So let's get our body ready a little bit. Let's just stand comfortably with our feet shoulder width apart. This is our standing position, and we're going to warm up some of our joints. This will help you remember the joint exercises that we want to bring into our warm-up. So I'm looking straight ahead. I'm going to look first to what is your right. Come center and look left. And come center. We'll do that again, and as you look to the right, you're gazing out as if you're looking towards the horizon. And come center. And look left, and come center. Now we're going to do our shoulders. I'm going to start with what is your right shoulder. I'm mirroring you. So I go back and up and down. And then I do the left, up, back and down. Right, up, back, down, left, back and down. And notice as we do that and come down, our shoulder blades really help our whole back come down. All right. Let's go the other direction. Right. Forward, up and down. Left, forward, up and down. Right, up, forward, down. And left. All right. Now we're going to do our middle body. This is the waist. Remember that spot at the lower lumbar spine that we're able to twist around because we have that pole that is our spine. All right. I'm going to bend my knees a little bit, but I'm going to hold my hips steady. And I twist. You see the shoulders go, but I'm twisting from side to side. And my arms just swing because my arms are connected to my middle body. All right, and then come center. Now I'm going to do my hips. I'm going to bend a little bit, and I'm going to circle my hips first to the right, back, left, and center. Okay, we have some sound. I'm going to be muting, and then go to the left, and center, left. Okay. And center. All right, I think the person muted. Thank you, whoever muted. All right, let's do our ankles. So stand on your left leg and pick up your right foot. The toe is downward. You may touch the floor. Then I pull the toe towards me, and I can put the heel on the floor or hold it up. Point, and then flex by pulling the heel forward. And point, and flex. Put your right foot down, shift your weight. Notice your right foot's now holding your weight. Left foot points, heel, point, heel, and point. Good, just a brief warm-up of those movements. All right, now I want to help you remember what we've talked about the torso and the arms being connected. So if I put my arms just out in front, don't worry about too much other than they're out in front of you. I can turn my torso using my waist to the right and then center. And when I do that, when I turn to the right, notice the left arm comes forward because it's connected to that part of my body. My whole torso and arms are connected. Now I go left and the arm moves and right. And we can feel this in our body. Because when we turn, our arms move. We're going to be really looking at that today and benefiting from that connection. In Tai Chi, we want our body to be connected. We don't want just a hand out here, an arm out here. We want the whole body to be connected. That's one way it's connected. All right, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to practice that arm swing. This will take us right into last week's move. But if you remember, I can take my, this is the left hand for you. I'm going to look at my palm. I'm going to bring it down, turn my body and wave to the corner. All right, so look at your palm. Pull it down, wave to the corner, and make sure you're turning. Now, if you want to make sure your body's okay, and it's a little bit like what we'll be doing in the form, you can take your right foot forward and your left foot back. Take your left hand and swing and wave. Down, swing and wave. Are you turning your body so that you're going to the corner? And are you looking? So bring the hand down, look and wave, and come forward. All right, let's switch legs. Put your right foot back at 45 degrees, your left foot forward, the ball on the floor. Take your right hand. I'm mirroring you, so this is your right side. Look at your palm. Pull it down, swing, turn, and then come forward. Pull it down, swing, and turn. So what you're practicing here is that you're turning as you're swinging your arm. Pull it down and turn, and then come forward. All right? So that is just warming up some of those, more of those joints, getting us ready. We're going to go to our left brush knee, which was our new move for last week. And I am going to mirror you for this portion of the practice. For that purpose, I put a band on this hand. This is going to represent the right side of your body. So this is your right and this is your left, okay? I am mirroring you, all right? So when you see this band over here, it's a little, there it is. This band, just to remind you and to remind me, this is the right side. So we're going to start from, we're just going to do left brush knee together. Then we will do it a couple times and see how you're feeling about the move. To remind you, we are starting from white crane spreads its wings. You have your left foot forward and your right foot at 45 degrees in an empty stance. Center line on each side of the line with your feet, okay? You've got your right arm up and your left arm down, pushing down. Your right arm up, your palm is outward. Your left arm down, the palm is down towards the floor. It's a push down, okay? So, here we are. I'm mirroring you. For left brush knee, as my body starts to turn a little, my arms rotate. Now I see my right palm. Left arm up, right down, pushing back, swing and step when my two arms get to the corner. I'm stepping, going into a bow step. I move to the middle, my right arm to shoulder, my left arm sweeps forward. Now I bend my knee and I strike out with the right, push down left, and my torso has ended up square to the front. All right, let's do that again. This is just to refresh your memory of this move. We start with the right arm up, the left arm pushing down from white crane. Okay, my arms rotate so I see my right palm. Right down, left up. Swing right, press, they arrive, step with the heel. Sweep forward as your arm comes in. You're moving slowly. Bend your knee, strike, and push. All right, let's do it one more time. Then we'll see what some of the issues are and how you're feeling about it. All right? Right arm up, left pushes down. Remember, you're starting in an empty stance, which means you have more weight on the back leg. Make sure you've got your back leg, the knees in the direction of that foot. Okay. Left brush knee. We rotate. I see my left palm. my right palm comes down, left up, release and step. Sweep, polish the table as I move, and then strike. All right, so let's talk about some of the issues that come along with this. But first, I want to just check who's come in. Frequently, people come in late. I get to see. Hi Nedra. Hi, Dave. Oh, good. People are saying hi. Hi, Maria, Janelle, Yukiko. Good to see you all. Carol on your iPad. Cheryl. Hi, Kathy and Dave. Okay, we're good. How are people feeling? Are you remembering this move a little bit? Some of you are brand new. I know. Okay, we're going to go over it. We're going to keep working on it. All right. So let's talk first about, just remind ourselves about the footwork. So I'm in an empty stance. Again, I am mirroring you. It's important you remember that. And then I'll show you I'll turn around. We'll do it that direction too. I'm in an empty stance. So check yourself first in your empty stance. Do you have more weight in the back? It's about 70%. And the front, it's the ball of your foot pushing down into the ground. My hip joints are open so that my bent leg in the back is in the direction of my foot. I have to be careful on this that they don't collapse in. They have to stay open to protect myself and be in the stance, all right? So this is my position to start. I'm moving to a bow step. Remember that if we want to pick up this front leg, it has to be free of weight so I can be agile and move. How do I do that? I have to release some of the front weight to get it onto the back so I can pick it up. To do that, I push back with the ball and I feel more weight here in the right. Pick it up and step wide enough for a bow step with the heel. Then I move heel, ball, toe, and then I bend the knee. All right? So let's do the footwork together. You are in an empty stance, 70%. But we're going to put even more into the back so that I can lift the front. Ready? I push back. That back leg's holding me. I pick up the foot, step wide enough with the heel, move to middle, flatten, toe down, bend knee, bow step. All right. Any questions about that? I mean, I think the most important thing is, or one of the important things is that when you step out for your bow step, you widen your stance because remember, a bow step has to have shoulder width. If you simply step forward, you're not in a bow stance. There's not enough space. Okay? All right. So let's talk about those arms again. So we have one up and one down. Do you remember I talked 1 week, just introduction, about in Tai Chi we have yin-yang relationship. You hear that. Most people have heard about that and relate it to opposites. So your female, male, hot and cold, big and small are yin-yang that form a whole. Well, you really see that here because we have one arm up and one down. All right, we're going to work on the arms. Just for comfort, I'm going to put my foot forward on the ball. All right, so my right palm is outward and my left palm is downward. Let's review the right arm. It rotates, the whole arm rotates, and now I can see my palm. I pull it down, I swing and wave to the corner. Then the arm comes into my shoulder, and then I turn square and strike. All right, let's do the whole thing again with that arm. It is overhead, palm out. Rotate, see your palm. Pull it down, turn your torso, wave at the corner, bring the hand into the shoulder, turn and strike. So when you turn to the corner, you're all the way turned, and as this arm comes in, you start turning back a little, but you save some because when you strike, you turn your torso square, okay? Now, usually, I absolutely want this instruction to be suitable for people who are brand new, but occasionally I'll say things for people who are repeating the class, and I want to make sure you start to think about this. Remember in the beginning, we did this with the torso and the arms. when my arm's rotating, I'm doing a little bit of a turn in my torso because that's what controls the arm. So there's a turn there. Turn, a little bit of one. Then as I keep turning and go to the corner. All right? So let's do that one more time. And let's add the footwork here, just on, so we have these sides of the body. You're in an empty stance, 70% weight in the back, hand up. Okay, rotate, see your palm. Pull it down, push back with the ball of the foot, swing and step with the heel. As you move to middle, arm in, turn and strike. All right, let's do that again. The goal is that when your arm and ultimately your two arms get to your corner, that's when you step with the heel. That is coordinating your lower body and your upper body. You want them to work together. All right? So if I swing and don't step and then step, that's not good. It's not timed. If I step early, that's not timed. They go together. All right? You'll see that throughout the form. Empty stance, right arm up. Rotate, pull, push back, free, swing and step with the heel. Move to middle as the arm comes in and strike. All right, good. Let's review this other arm. We start from a push down. We're like this. This arm rotates as well because we're turning, right? But the way it rotates is it turns the palm more to the side so that when it comes up, it can press. If I bring it up like this, it's not going to be able to do what it needs to do. So it's at the side, and then it rotates, palm is to your right, lift it up, and then press down like it's an arc. All right, but you are turning your body, so instead of ending up facing here, you're turned because you're turning your body as you rotate, right? So let's just remember what the press is, and then we'll put it with the turn. So push down, rotate it, lift it, and now press over like a little arc. See, and now my palm is down. It's down. All right. So let's go ahead and do it with a body turn. So down. I rotate it. I lift up. I turn. And now it's pointing more to the corner. And I have made sure that I keep space. It is apart from my body. It's not in here. It's out here because I don't want to come into me. I want to stay out here to connect with my opponent in different ways. All right. So let's put the two arms together. And I guess we really do need the footwork to make it make much sense. And we're reviewing this, so this should be okay for you. So right arm up, left arm down. I'm going to rotate the two. I see the palm and the left is to the side. Push back. One up, one down. Swing, press, step. Now, as I move to middle, right arm in, sweep forward left, strike right, push down left, and you're square. All right, one more time. Left brush knee, empty stance. Turn, rotate. Right, down, left, up, push back. Two arms arrive, step with the heel, move forward, strike. All right, good. All right, how are people doing? How's everybody doing? It's a wonderful move. We've got plenty more brush knees coming up in the next several weeks. Do you have any questions that people want to ask right now about that? All right, good. I'll tell you what, we're going to go on to our new move because they work really well together. This new move, I said in the email I sent you, I said get ready to play the lute. It's because this move is called Hamstring Salute. I'm going to do it for you. If it's from the front you don't see as well, I'm going to go in the correct direction and show it to you. So ignore the fact this is going to be my real right hand. All right. I have just done left brush knee. So my left foot is forward and my right foot is out. This is Hamstring Salute. You'll see me reaching forward. I'm going to step in. I come back on the ball. I touch the heel, and then my left comes up and my right comes down. And I'm in an empty stance. So from our left brush knee, we're in a bow stance. We're going to an empty stance. We're going to an empty stance that is a heel touch. So if you remember from raise hands, step forward, that's the move after single whip. When we do single whip all the way around, again, I'm not mirroring here, I'm just in the correct position. It's like this. I'm in an empty stance, heel touch, and I have my right arm higher than my left arm. They're both kind of angled in front of me because I have come in from the side to connect with my opponent. I've come in from the side. Well, in this move, you're going to end up in a position that is a mirror image of that. So I'll just be over here again. When I finish, I've got my left foot forward, and have got my left arm up, which is the opposite. It's like this. It's the opposite of raise hands. Now, in teaching you, I will do my best to mirror. So I hope this isn't going to get you totally confused. But let's go back to mirroring so you can follow me better, all right? So let's go talk about the footwork. We finish our left brush knee in a bow step. So with the bow step, I'm mirroring you. So this is your left side over here. The left foot is forward in a bow stance, and the right foot is 45 degrees in the back. And I have this space in between, and I'm centered, right? This is my bow stance. My front knee is bent, so I have 60% in the front, and I have 40% in the back. My back leg is mostly straight, right? And my front leg has the bend. Okay, in this move, instead, we've moved back a lot of times when we've learned a new move. We go back first, and then we go forward. In this move, we go forward first. So I've got weight on this front leg. I'm actually going to push a little bit from the back, lift the heel, and I've got weight forward. Now this back foot is more free. So I pick it up and I move it in and I keep the angle. I just touch with the toe. So now I'm closer together. All right. Then I've got to get back. How do I get back? I push with the ball of the foot on the left. I push back like that. So now I've got more weight in the back, way more, and in the front, it's pretty free. I pick up the foot, put the heel edge on the ground, and rock 30%. Just the way you did in raise hands, step forward. My toes are not flat on the ground. I'm in an empty stance. I'm in an empty stance. The toes are not flat like that. And I have more weight in the back, a little hinged, and then I've got my empty stance. All right? So let's do that footwork again. All right, I'm in my left brush knee. I'm in a left bow step. I'm mirroring you. This is your left. Remember, I'm not going to move back this time. I'm going to move forward. I move forward. I free up the back foot. I bring it in and touch with the toe, and it's still at the angle. Now I'm going to push back with the ball of my foot and get my weight into this back leg. Please try to keep that knee out by the foot. Open the hips. I'm going to pick up the left foot, put the heel on the ground, and rock 30% to be in my empty stance. All right. We are going to talk about the torso, but I will tell you as we push back with the ball, we're going to be turning. So that's why we warmed up with a lot of turning today. All right, let's do it one more time. Footwork. We're in left brush knee, left foot forward. And when I do left brush knee, I am square. So I'm not turned yet. All right. I'm going to move weight forward, and the back foot steps in with the toe. I push back with the ball, and now the left foot is free. I pick it up, put the heel down, don't have to move very far, it's the same place, and rock 30%. Okay, let's talk a little bit about that tapping, bringing the toe in. When I'm in a bow step, so I have space. When I bring the foot in, the goal ultimately is to get me in a position for an empty stance. And so when I bring it in and touch with the toe and still have it at an angle, I want to make sure I still have that center line intact. I can't have it come back here. This is going to be incredibly uncomfortable, unstable, and then I don't know where to stand, all right? That's called crossing. You don't want to cross. So again, if I'm here, it's just like our empty stances, but here we're going in a different direction. I move forward. If I bring it in too far, my feet cross. And what that means is if I pull this front leg back, I hit myself, all right? So you have to have some space left there, okay? But you're moving towards an empty stance, all right? Okay, so that's the footwork. You're going to an empty stance on the heel. Let's see what's happening with the upper body and how that's going to work for us. So in this move, I have just done, let's see. I just have to make sure I'm mirroring you correctly. Left, left, left. Okay. Yeah, this is actually a little bit tough for me to mirror, so I'm going to have to talk myself through it. Okay. So in this move, I've just done my strike, and I've got my hand down here. This arm is out there, and my opponent is actually grabbing me. So when in Tai Chi, our goal is to be able to follow and relate to our opponent so we can figure out how to use energy. We don't really aim to fight hard or resist. So, because when we resist something, we tighten up and we want to stay nice and loose. So when someone grabs me here and is trying to pull me, instead of resisting, I'm going to yield. And yielding means I let him pull me forward. Okay, so let me go to the side. You'll see that. I'm still mirroring. I've been striking. Somebody grabs me. I'm going to yield forward. And what happens is my hand was up for a strike. It goes down. It's more straight out. It's like someone shaking hands. So it's up, and it goes out and down a little. And then I'm shaking hands. All right? So that's my yield. So that's why I'm moving forward, because I'm yielding, all right? So let's do just that much together. Be in your bow step, and you sort of need the movement of the legs to feel the yield. So your arm is forward. When I move forward, I'm going to just straighten out that arm and shake someone's hand. So forward and arm, okay? See, notice how my my heel came up because I went forward. All right. Now what's going to happen is they grabbed me, but I'm going to figure out a way to get them, and I'm going to pull them back. Pull them back. So let's just take that much. So I've reached forward, right? Don't worry about the legs here. The lower body. We're going to read the upper body. So I've reached out. I'm going to pull this person back, and when I do, I'm going to turn. And because I turn, this right arm bends. So I pull him back, turn, the arm bends. And when it ends up right in front of my chest, except I've turned, right? It comes back, and there it is, right in front of my chest. And when I pull, it sort of naturally just takes on a little shape there. Pull it back, okay? So let's do the arm. We're here. We strike. I've been striking to someone, all right? I'm not going to do leg work here. Just see if we can get this. So I reach forward and shake someone's hand. Then I pull back and I turn my body. And then this hand ends up, my body's turned, but it's in front of my chest. All right? Then this hand is going to go down. It's going to kind of push down a little bit. I'll show you that in the end. Let's talk about this other arm. All right? The arm is pushing down. Now, very much like when we did white crane, and I said that the right arm rotates so you see the palm and the left arm turns to the side. The same thing is going to happen here. I'm pushing down, and then as I come back, I'm going to be turning my body, and this left arm is going to turn so that the hand ends up to the side. Okay? Now, because you're pushing down, when you turn, I'm just going to hold it out. It's down here, but I want you to see it. It's down. When I turn, it's still got a little seating. Do you see that bend right here? That's because in Tai Chi, it's all these circles, right? It's big circles. That's the Yang family style of Tai Chi. And the circles some of the circles we create are with our arms and our torso. And that when you have a circle, it's connected through your body. So my shoulder connects to my elbow connects to my wrist, and then my wrist connects to the rest of my hand. And if I don't have a little seating and the hand's like this, I've lost my circle. We want the circle to stay whole. So the hand's down, and then it rotates, and when it rotates, you see there's still that little bit. Okay? All right, that's again for people who have been studying for a little bit more, but everybody's going to rotate that hand to the side. Okay, so we rotate, the hand's pushing, we rotate, and then this hand is going to lift up. All right, so you'll see how it works, and it's going to lift up and end sort of in the middle, because when we end up, it's like the same thing as raise hands, where we're in the middle of our body, which is determined by where our nose is. Okay, the middle of the body. So let's look at the two hands. I'm striking and I'm pushing. First, I just yield forward and shake someone's hand. You haven't really changed the other hand too much because the torso hasn't changed. Then I pull back, bend right, rotate left, turn my body. So now I have two hands. I have my right hand up and my left hand down. Now the right hand goes down and the left hand comes up. And when you finish, you've got your left hand higher and the right hand, and the palms are angled down, just like in raise hand, step forward, except you are reversed. You're a mirror image. All right? Let's put it together, because I think it makes a little more sense with the footwork. So we'll put it together, practice it, and see how it's coming together for you. I'll still face you here, but then I just think it's going to be better for me to be this side, because you can really see a little bit more that way. So let's start in our left bow step. All right, we have just done left brush knee with a strike. Okay, first, you yield forward and you shake someone's hand. It's more flat and the back heels up. Okay, what do you have to do next? You have to bring that foot in and touch. Now, as we push back with the front ball, I turn, bend right, rotate left. Now I'm back fairly well. I'm going to pick up the left heel and put the heel on the floor and lift left, push right as I rock 30%. Okay. In practicing this slowly to try to get the pieces, it's a little hard to get the exact timing of raising your hands and pushing, but they start to raise and you're pushing down so that you end. What you want is to end at the same end when your arms get up. But you'll see it as we put this together a little faster. Let's do that one more time like that. Left foot forward, strike, push down. Okay? 1, yield forward, shake hands, weights more in the left. Bring that right foot in, toe touch. As you push back with the left ball, turn, bend right arm, rotate left. You've turned now to the corner. Pick up the heel, put the heel down 30%, and the left arm's up, right arm's down. They're in the center of your body. You have kept your torso turning to the corner. You do not turn back square, which would be very twisty. You keep yourself there. Okay? All right. Are there any immediate questions? We're going to practice it from different angles, and I'll try to help you out with some of those features. But some of this is absolutely just practicing it to feel the timing. But are there any questions? Okay. All right. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go practice it now a little bit in the correct direction. The correct direction is that I'm facing my 9 o'clock. All right. So we'll all be going in the same direction. This is no longer true. This is no longer my right hand. This is now my true left hand. We are going to go to left brush knee, this direction. I'm in a bow stance. My left foot's forward, my right foot is back, and I have that space. Remember that in a brush knee, I am leaning. I'm leaning so that my back follows the angle of my back leg. I strike with my right hand and push with my left hand, just what we've been doing. Hamstring Salute. Yield forward, drop that hand to shake hands, back heels up. Bring that back foot in, toe in. As you push back with the front ball, bend your arm and your left arm has rotated. Pick up the heel and then lift left, push right, and you are finished in an empty stance. Now remember the empty stance, you want your 70% back. So if you find yourself doing this, see how my knee's bent forward? I'm too much forward. I have to stay back. This front knee stays fairly bent. All right, let's do it again. And then I'll tell you a little bit about what that push means because I didn't say too much about that. Okay, left brush knee, left foot forward, striking right, pushing left. Hamstring Salute. Yield forward, back heels up off the floor. Pick up that back foot, bring it in. Come back, bend right, turn, rotate left hand. Heel touch, lift left, push right. Empty stance. Your hands are in the center of your body and you're looking straight ahead. All right? Okay, how about we do it again? Left brush knee, left foot forward, and strike. Hamstring Salute. Move forward, yield. Back foot steps in. Push back on the ball. Turn your torso to the right. Heel touch and 30%. All right. Okay. That is Hamstring Salute. We are going to put it together with left brush knee and do some practice on that. So let's see. To do that, let's do it from the correct direction first. And then if you feel like it would help for me to mirror, I'll go back to trying to mirror that. All right. It takes up a great deal of my brain power to mirror. So some of the things that I might want to say, I can't always say when I'm mirroring, but let's see what we can do. So we are in white crane. Just to remind you, in white crane, the true position, for me, my left foot is forward, my right foot's back in an empty stance, and my palm is overhead. All right, so I'm going to go in the correct direction. I'm like this. All right. Left brush knee. I rotate. I see my right palm. My left palm's to the side. Right arm down, push back. Left arm up. Press left. Swing right. Step with the heel. Arm into shoulder. Move to middle. Polish the table. Turn square. Bend knee. Strike. Hamstring Salute. Yielding forward, the back foot, heel off the ground. Pick up the back foot, bring it in. Push back on the ball, turn your body, bend your right arm, rotate left. Heel touch, lift left, right, down. Empty stance, make sure you haven't come too far forward. Sitting back, that back knee aligned with the foot. Okay, so let's just stop here for a minute. Let me come forward and see how are people doing. How are people doing? Some of the people who are new. I know people, some of you. Okay, good. Very good. Very good. Glad to see a few thumbs up. All right. So any questions that you want to ask? I know some of it's just practice, but are there any immediate questions? All right. Okay, let me talk to you a little bit about this hand because my cue might not be making a lot of sense to you when I say push down, because it's not like the other pushes we've done where we push with the palm either facing down or palm forward. It's a little bit different. So I've got this arm. This is the true arm that I use. Okay, this is my strike arm. I'm not mirroring at the moment. I yield forward, right? And I step in. Now, when I come back, I'm turning. And as I pull back, this arm takes a certain shape. It's kind of like the hand comes back and folds a little bit. Here and here, fold. So when it's here, when it comes back, it's got to get down. I'm not pushing like that. It's not that count. It's more at the wrist, comes down a little bit. So think about bringing your arm down and lifting your fingertips a little bit. That'll help you. I'm exaggerating it a little to show you, but this arm, when this arm comes forward and then I come back, and I've turned, I don't want to turn because you won't be able to see how it kind of takes a different shape. And then it's going to do this. It's going to push down because this one's coming up. This move, you are actually moving up and down. Someone's arm is, you've just got your arm under their elbow and you're going up and down. When we did raise hand, step forward, and we were out like this, and then we come in, we went sideways because that was a horizontal movement. Coming to from the side, the in here, and grabbing, I'm breaking someone's arm from the side. This is up and down. They are both called split energies, but one's up and down. So in this move, we have to figure out a way to get up and down rather than from the sides. All right. So let's practice a little bit. Let's do it from the correct direction again. And then if you'd like, I'll try to see if I can mirror it from the front. So let's correct direction. Left foot forward, right foot back, striking right. And you've got your lean. Someone's grabbing you. Move forward and yield. Step in with the toe. Push back with the ball. Turn your body. Bend your right elbow. Rotate left hand to the side. Heel touch. Lift left and do some kind of down with the right. 30%. That's your Hamstring Salute. All right. We're going to do it from the front. Let me see if I can remember to, if I can, I'll try to mirror it for you. So mirroring. Now this is your right hand. All right. Let's do from left brush knee. We rotate. See your palm. Push back. One up, one down. Swing and step. Move as you sweep. Turn square. Strike. Here we are. Now, someone's grabbing me. I move forward and yield. I bring the back foot in. I come back, bend right, rotate left, pushing with that ball of the left foot. Heel touch. One up, one down. And you are opposite your raise hand, step forward. All right. All right. So I'm looking at the time. This is great. We're going to take some time to practice more chunks. And so when you learn a new move, You practice that move really hard, and then you pair it with another move, and then you kind of keep trying to pair larger chunks. And what you might find is when you've just learned something, the minute you step away to another move that you learned previously, suddenly goes out your head. That's quite normal, but that's one reason we want to practice and pair things together. So we're going to go and start from, let's just start from raise hand, step forward. We'll do white crane, left brush knee, and Hamstring Salute. So just to remind you, you're going to be in raise hand, step forward, which for you is your right foot, you're in an empty stance, and you look like this. You look just like Lute, but you're in the opposite direction, all right? Now, I'm going to turn around and be in the correct direction. So from here, I look like this to my 12 o'clock position, all right? We're going to do white crane. See if you can remember white crane after all of this. All right, empty stance. Arms are in front of you. The right arm is higher. White crane spreads its wings. We rotate the arms, the right palms out, left palms towards you. Pull down, rock back on the heel. Circle left. Now, when your arms close, step with the right heel, but your weight is still left. Shift your weight right, turn your hips, separate your arms, ball touch, 30%, and now you're in that white crane position. Left brush knee, rotate your arms, look at your right palm, right down, left up, push back, swing, get to the corner, step out for a bow stance. Arm into shoulder, sweep as you move, turn, square, strike. Hamstring Salute. Yield as you move forward. Bring that foot in. Push back on the ball, turn your body, bend your right arm, rotate left. Heel touch, left up, right down, 30%. Okay, all right. All right, let's do that again. All right, from raise hand, step forward. So again, you look like this, but I'm going to turn around. Okay, you look like that. All right, here I am. All right, now, just one little, every once in a while, it's good to remember a few things about body shape. When I'm in my starting position here, I have some roundedness. I have round arms. My back is kind of extended. It's not, nothing's, I don't want to be closed in on myself. It's hard. I know when you're beginning, a lot kind of collapses on you, but it's, if you're at a starting point, a position, that's a good place to say, oh, I'll check. Do I have space under my armpits? Am I round? Big circles. All right. Raise hand, step forward position. Right foot forward, empty stance. White crane. I rotate my arms, my right palm's out. I see my left palm. I pull down and rock back. I swing, circle with the left arm, close step. Shift my weight, pivot the left ball, separate, toe touch, 30%. Empty stance here. Now, left brush knee. I rotate, see my right palm, rotate left. Pull right, left up. Push back, swing, step. As I move my arm into my shoulder, sweep left, move forward, strike. My torso is to 9 o'clock. Hamstring Salute. Yield forward. Moving forward, step in. Push back with the ball, bend right, turning, heel touch. Lift left, push right. And you're looking to 9 o'clock. All right? Okay, everybody. Well, what we're going to do now, I hope that hope you got some of that in there. I know that it's a lot when it's new, but did you find that when you added on the other moves, the new move kind of faded just a hair in your memory? that happens, so don't be discouraged. That's what goes on. So, but that's why we practice our sequences. All right? We're going, yes, did you have a question, Nedra?
You know how you turned your back on us? I couldn't remember any of that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. I'll tell you what, next time we'll figure out a way to do it, some of it so you can see it. One of the things about Tai Chi is we're always turning in different directions. So wherever you turn, then at the next moment you don't see the same thing. That's why if we were in a group and there were people who knew what they were doing in different corners, every time you would turn, someone would be there. Okay? All right. So, but we have to sometimes put it together, and I'll work on my mirroring, but there's going to be a time when we have to put it together. However, let's just keep practicing. We're going to start from the beginning. So we'll be turning and going to our 3 o'clock position for part of grass, the bird's tail, remember, and then we'll turn around. So do the best you can. If you get too confused, concentrate on your footwork. Okay? So let's go ahead and we'll do it from the beginning. So get into your prepare position facing 12 o'clock. So I'm in my prepare position. I'm standing up with my knees relaxed, arms at my side, head lifted. Oh, take a moment, make sure you're breathing naturally. Opening, rotate your arms and lift up to shoulder height. Now lower your upper arms first, then forearms and hands, like pressing through water almost to the bottom. Left ward off. Shift a little left. Open your leg, foot, body to the corner. Move weight to the right leg bend. Circle your arms. When they close, you step out with the heel. Heel, ball, toe, and you bend the knee as you lift left, push right. Body, torso's upright. Right ward off. Come across as you turn the left foot to 45 degrees. Come back, grab, rotate that left arm. Your body's open, weight's on the left foot. Close your arms and step with the heel into a right bow step. Right arms up, left arms pointing, middle forearm, the fingers. Roll back. Turn your upper body and rotate. Now, as you shift back, you bring your arms left. You stay nice and round. Press. Bring your right arm in, palm towards you, left palm on the forearm, and expand forward with your arms as you push with your legs into your bow step. We open our bodies square to 3 o'clock. Our arms are flat ahead of us. Come back with your arms back and come over a ball. And now you're going to push forward into the bow step with your hands in push position. Single whip. Move your body back and flatten your hands. You're going to turn, bend that left elbow. You're pulling someone around. Pivot on the heel as much as you can to the corner. Circle. Your arms are coming back. They're flat in front of you. Pivot on the left ball. Now make a hook and ward off with the left hand. Lift the ward off step with the heel. Rotate and strike. You look in this classic position where you're striking to 9 o'clock. Torso's up. Raise hand, step forward. Shift right, turn that left side. Shift left, open the hook. And now you're going to circle back. Heel touch, close your arms 30%. You're in that position with your arms in front of you. White crane, rotate your arms. Pull down as you rock back. Circle, close, step foot to the corner. Shift weight, pivot, left foot, separate your arms, ball touch, and then 30%. Left brush knee. Rotate your arms, see your right palm. Pull down, push back with the ball. Swing, press, step. Polish the table, arm in as you move. Strike, torso square. Hamstring salute. Yield forward, move forward. Step in. Push back on the ball. Bend your arm, rotate left. Heel touch. Right arm goes down, left arm goes up. Your arms are in your center body as you look to 9 o'clock, and you're in an empty stance. All right. Well, there it is. That's how far you've come in the form. So that's wonderful. That's really excellent. That's a lot of new Tai Chi for people who are brand new. And as the familiar people know, it takes lots and lots of continued practice. This sequence of brush, knee, and lute continues, and you'll be happy to know there's a big element of repetition you get. So that we kind of go back and forth between brush, knee, and lute, and then brush, knee on the other side. So we'll be spending some time on that, all right?
Judy,
Yes,
I'm always a beginner, so it's always the same question. But
sure.
as far as I know, it's always heel, bow, toe, when you're, except for handstrums, the lute. And
Mhm. Heel, ball, toe is when you're going into a bow step. So if I'm going into a bow step, if I'm here and I step with my heel, now my ball is down, now my toes are down, and now I bend.
Huh.
So heel to ball, toes down, bend. That is to go to a bow step. In hand strums the lute, I am going to an empty stance, and so only my heel goes down for the empty stance. It's not heel, ball, toe. It's just rocking onto the full heel.
oh, okay.
Okay? Okay,
It's
keep asking. Those are good questions. And Maria has the right attitude. We are all beginners all the time, continuing to learn. All right. We are out of time here. And I'm looking for ways to make the Saturday practice accessible to you. So I'll continue to write to you about that. But thank you, everybody, for hanging in there and continuing to study. I hope that it's encouraging and somewhere enjoyable. I know when you're new, it's like tons of stuff in your head. So keep working on it, all right? Let's close class, and we'll do our salute, and then Rita will stop the recording. All right? Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Beautiful.